Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis video on reserve rights. We've not actually covered this asset for a while now. Price action has not been the most favourable. It's been chop city really, hasn't it? I mean, if you look at this area here, we've had some highs, we've had some lows, and it's just been bouncing around there. And pretty much the entire market has pulled back. So this has suffered quite a substantial amount here. But it is an opportunity to buy in cheaper because this asset is still building. Fundamentals are sound. So we should be looking at these levels to buy right now. Throughout this video, we'll take a look at those levels. The levels below where we could potentially either place some orders or just buy depending on the support levels. And then we'll have a look at some levels above areas of resistance which we could use to accumulate or to take profit. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. So welcome to the channel. Huge shout out to the sponsor, which is Cointelegraph Markets Pro. Been working with these guys for a while now, and it's a platform I use on a day-to-day basis to get all my historic data statistics, and also you can get news alerts as soon as the reporters get them. So if that's news you can act on. There's a complete platform review on my homepage on my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check that out. Right, reserve rights. This is the USDT pairing. I'm actually using my Huobi chart just because it has predominantly most of the data. I mean, it goes back to May 19 here, so more data the better. Currently my daily time frame, and let's mark a few key levels up because we've not touched this for a while now. So if we're looking at the all-time high, it is up there at 11.8 cents, which was crazy. And then we did get a savage pullback all the way down there, 86%, which is crazy really, but in my opinion, it's nothing to worry about. So let's take a look at what's going on at current level. And you can see we are now pretty much trading within this block here. It goes all the way back to here, these area here. And you could say we are trading within that range now. You could say we've got a high range here where we did break out of. We've got a low range here which we've tapped multiple times on this drop here. Close there, and then we topped here. So I think that's probably going to be the area we're stuck in for a while. But in terms of just let's put the EQ on this, or the equilibrium, which works out the pretty much essential trading area. So that's the bottom and that's the top, and that is the EQ. That is the area we need to get back above. We need to get back above that central range point to get any bullish price action. Let's just put a little bit of a bearish spin on this and have a look at some levels below where we could potentially buy. And currently, if you're looking at this region here, that is what we're using as support. It was support here, all the way down, and it is now support. So for me, I think personally that's a great buy. RSI, it's not too low to be honest, it's not way oversold, but that's just mainly due to this chop that we had for a while. I think when you're going sideways, while the RSI kind of stays above water, if it was a sudden drop like here, you see that RSI went into oversold, and then we did get a little push to the upside, but then it came back down. RSI oversold, close here, and then it pushed to the upside. So it's not too low at the minute. There's definitely room for it to grow lower. And that bearing in mind, obviously we've got this level here, but if you're looking for buy orders, I'd consider here. In fact, I'm going to drag it all the way through. So you look at this level here when it was resistance. It was support here, support, and then it's support here. I don't want to say it's going to go down to those levels because, I mean, it would be bad. It's not the ideal scenario, but all it is an opportunity. So if I was you and I was considering putting some buy orders in just in case they do hit and in case the market just till turn full bearish, then I'd just ladder a few in, maybe from, what would you say, around 2.2 cents all the way down to 1.6 cents. I think that could be some areas if we did lose this range and if we did lose this level of current support that we sat on, and I think that would be an area where you could potentially pick some up, but I wouldn't bank on it too much. It just really depends on what the king Bitcoin does. Currently Bitcoin is malingering around that level of support here. It needs to get back above 42k, and if we do lose that, we're going to come down and test his wicks at 37k, and if that did happen, then it would pull the rest of the market down, and that would also include RSI. But you could say it is in an accumulation period, a consolidation period now, and for me personally, I think it's still a good buy. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that the fundamentals stack up, the team are working, the use case is solid, they're onboarding lots of people in South America, and I think that Reserve Rights app was pretty much trending as #1 for quite a while on the App Store and Google Play, so another bullish sign. And price action doesn't always follow fundamentals, but once the market does start picking up and we start gaining some more momentum and the team start pushing out more news and updates, then the price action will come. So now I do think it's a great buy personally. Obviously, if it does drop below this level, I will be buying some more. I've got enough now, I think, personally, for my investments. But if it did come down to these levels, I'd probably be scraping sofa to buy some more up and see if I could have a little top up. But that's a little bit of a bearish scenario. Bullish though, we need to really start pushing up and targeting this region here at 3.8 cent. If we do flip 3.87 cent to support, then we can go and target these 2 wicks here, which are pretty much resistance currently. It was a support wick there, support wick, and then resistance. So that area around there is that kind of area we need to break through, which again is around 6.5 cent. We do need to flip that back to support. So obviously first level, what I would consider doing is potentially accumulating this. So we've got 2 levels. We've got 3.8 cent, and we've gone then 6.5 cent. And then above that, we've not had much trading data really. That's where the all-time high was made. We made the foundations there to push to the upside, but there wasn't much data there in terms of a bit of a length of time. Let's have a look at that date range. So we'll take it from around that wick there to there. We've only got 99 days worth of trading in that level, so it's not much, to be honest. And it's not much that it can really go. So above this area here, above 6 cent, there's not much support within this area here. So once we do break above this, flip back to support, I think the bulls will return. Price action will be more favourable, and we should start to really see some growth going. What I'm not going to do is look at any price predictions. I think learning over the course of the last few years that throwing out willy-nilly price predictions doesn't really help anybody, and people always search for price predictions and want price predictions, but ultimately it's a tough one to call, and you're going to end up looking like a dick if you say something like $5-6 when in reality it's not going to happen. So first major targets we've got to break through is these 3.8, 6 cent, and then I think 10 cent will be tough, 9.3, 10 cent around here, and then we'll go on and target new all-time highs. Hopefully this year we can push up towards that 15-20 cent region. Well, I hope so. If the bulls do return and the market does start getting a bit more favourable, but so far just in consolidation and the market is not playing ball. So that's the USDT pair covered. If we just look at a BTC pairing, let's have a look what's going on here. Again, Chop City. You got pretty much the highs here at 77 sats, the lows here at 59 sats, and then this area here where I did mention before, did we get down to it? No, not quite. So I did a previous video and I would have said, look, I'm looking to get some orders filled in Satoshis down here. Personally, I'm still expecting a rally from Bitcoin. I think this year we will create some new all-time highs on Bitcoin, and with that, firstly, altcoins in Satoshi pairs will drop. When Bitcoin is pushing and pulling back that market dominance, altcoins will drop in the Satoshi pairs. You can't get away from that. So just take it as an opportunity, and take that opportunity to either build up your BTC or build up your RSI using BTC. So for me, if you're looking for buys, I would still target 47 Satoshis. Currently using 60 sats as a nice level of support, as you can see here. Support, and then support all the way through there. So it's a current area where it's getting bought up, or there is a decent amount of liquidity. Resistance is up here at 78 sats, so I will be selling a bit there to potentially buy back in. And you're looking for a potential move like this, hopefully move to the downside to catch some orders there, and then hopefully a breakout once Bitcoin has done its thing. But that's it. That's just my thoughts on the RSI reserve rights in both the USDT and that BTC pairing. Still an asset that I'm very fond of, an asset that I will be accumulating if we do get some lows down here, and vice versa on the USDT pair. And if we get orders down here and get price action to the downside, I'll probably top up. I think anything below 2 sets is an absolute steal. So that's going to do it. More analysis like this though on a day-to-day basis in my Patreon, which is a private Discord server. Come ahead and check it out. Even if you try it for a month or so and you don't like it, then there's no obligation. It's just on a monthly basis. So come and check it out. That's it for today. I'll catch you next time.